Oceans by Coldplay. Intro. Verse now. To the chorus. Bridge. Hi, this is Sean. Welcome to GuitarReferenceGuide.com. In this lesson, I'm going to take you through the song Oceans by Coldplay. It's a pretty tricky song. It's in a 6/8 time signature. So basically strumming 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. It also has an alternate tuning. I watched him play and I was really trying to figure out the alternate tuning. I went through a lot of different ones. I think that this is it. The low E string goes down to a D. The A string goes down to a G. The D string stays a D string. The G string also goes down to a D. The B string goes down to an A. And then the high E string goes down to a D. So we have D, G, D, D, A, and D. Now I have the capo on the 4th fret. So if I was to take the capo off, those are the tones that you would hear. So capo 4th fret, that's the tuning. It revolves around a B sus chord. And then it has some cool minor 7 chords and major 7 chords. I'm going to take you through that in the tutorial. I'm also going to show you how to do it in standard tuning, which doesn't sound the same. You don't get those same kind of really nice sounding chords, but it will work nonetheless. It'll still work great. So if you like what you see, please subscribe. Also, please like me on Facebook. I have many more videos to come. Thanks so much for visiting us at GuitarReferenceGuide.com, and let's get started. The intro and the verse. I'm going to play both of them and then break it down for you. So the intro. Verse now. Almost exactly the same. Okay, so we start putting our index finger on the 5th fret of the low E string, 3rd finger on the 7th fret, the A string, pinky on the 7th fret of the D string. And this is from the capo. The capo's at the 4th fret. So the number I'm stating is from where the capo is. Sounds like a sus chord, basically a B sus chord. Strumming pattern is going to be 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. B sus with a B flat in the bass. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now our index finger moves over the sus with the A in the bass. Now our pinky is going to come down to the G string at the 12th fret. And then we move over to the E5 with the G sharp in the bass. So that's a little bit tricky when we get to the one part where we move over here. We're basically playing at the 3rd fret, and then these fingers are still on the 11th fret. Then we're over to the E5 with the G sharp in the bass. And that'll be the intro. Now the chorus is almost identical. We just don't use our little pinky to do that accent. So here would be the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes you hear them jump with the bass note, like that. And that would be the intro and the verse. Basic resulting chords, B sus2 chord, B sus2 chord with a B flat in the bass, B sus2 chord with an A in the bass, an E5 chord with a G sharp in the bass. And that would be the intro and the verse. For the chorus, I'm going to play it and then break it down for you. And then we move back to, okay, so for the chorus, we put our second finger on the 1, 2, 3, 4th fret of the A string, third finger on the 5th fret of the D string. Same strum pattern, looks like this. This is like an E flat minor 7 chord if you were playing regular chords. That's the basic breakdown of it. Same strum pattern here. 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Index finger moves over to the 3rd fret of the A string. This is a D major 7 shape. If you were playing regular chords, D major 7. Then we take this whole shape and we move everything down a half step. Then we come back to the E flat minor 7. 2, and we stay there for another couple measures. Over to the D major 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we move back into the verse, and that will be the chorus. So we basically have E minor 7, D major 7, and then we have the F sus2, D flat in the bass. For the bridge comes in after the chorus. So after this part of the chorus, at the tail end of the chorus, when we go. Now this would be the bridge. Going from this shape, first finger is going to move up to the 3rd fret of the low E string. And then we're going to keep our 3rd finger right here at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6th fret of the D string. First finger is going to move over to the 2nd fret. Then we move back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will be the bridge. So we have the 2nd fret of the 1, 2, 3rd fret of the low E string, 5th fret of the D string, 2 measures, 4, 5, 6, then first finger moves over. And then we move back. Back to the verse. And that would be the bridge. Okay, standard tuning proves to be a little more difficult, but we can pull it off. So the first chord we're going to look at is going to be a B sus4 chord. So we're going to bar the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the D string, pinky on the 4th fret of the G string. Same strum pattern, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now this is where it gets dicey because now we have to keep this same chord in play, but we have to get to a B flat. So I would just move index finger to the 1st fret, 2nd finger and 3rd finger to these 2 higher strings, and just play those higher strings on the 2nd fret of the B string and high E. Then open A, you can come back to this same voicing we started with, but you're playing an open A chord. So you're barring these at the 2nd fret and the 4th fret on the D and the G. And then the G sharp in the bass, with the E5 with the G sharp in the bass is going to look like this. So we're gonna play the 1st fret, the 2nd fret of the D string, 4th fret of the B string, and 5th fret of the B string. So 2nd fret on D, 4th fret on G, 5th fret on B, and 2nd finger is going to go to the 4th fret of the low E string. So one more more time. B sus. B flat in the bass, just playing the 2 strings on the high E string, then back to the same chord with an A in the bass, open A string, then the G sharp in the bass with the E5 chord. The chorus is going to be the E flat minor 7 is going to look like this: 6th fret on the A, 4th fret on the D, 6th fret on the G. Second finger moves over to the 5th fret of the A string, and that makes a D major 7 chord. And then first finger's just going to bar the 4th fret, barring the A, D, and pinky stays on the 6th fret of the G string. One more time. Major 7, F sus2, the D flat in the bass is the name of that chord. And then it goes back to the E minor 7, and that would be the chorus in standard tuning. Okay, so for the bridge, we come right out of the D major 7 out of the chorus. Second finger comes up to the A string, so it's kind of like a D major 7 with an A in the bass. And then we move that finger over to the G sharp, back. So we have our index finger on the 4th fret of the D string, pinky on the 6th fret of the G string, second finger starts on the 5th fret of the low E string. And then we move that finger over so it's at the 4th fret. G sharp. It goes back and forth between those two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that would be standard tuning for the bridge. And then we're back to the sus. So hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thanks so much for visiting us at guitarreferenceguide.com.